I'm hot off the back of a personal best. A few personal bests. Which is a good sign. I've got a good feeling, but there's bad news. Really bad news, and this is key context. Only those of you watching right now will hear this, and this video is going out in about a week's time, so by then, it should have already happened. But this is one of the tracks potentially in esports this weekend. The downside of that is everyone's been on this track. Everyone's been on it. It's going to be tough. I've put extra practice in compared to other races to stay competitive. So I'm hoping we can hang on. So valuable context is necessary. And even though Silverstone didn't happen in esports this weekend because of all the chaos and backstory going on with the legal issues, it doesn't change the fact that everyone here still practiced for it. Yeah, very happy with that. Very happy with that. Why would these guys practice so hard since none of them will actually get a race in F1 esports? Because all of these are development drivers or third drivers or young academy drivers or etc. So
or trying to get an academy drive.
Yeah.
So they've got 2 dev drivers also.
You've got to impress.
There is
Just you and Yoris, isn't it?
and Jan. For the people in your chat saying like it's people use these races to get seen by academy teams.
Exactly.
Like you perform well in tier 2 of any PC league, well WOR or PSGL, you'll get seen.
So yeah, hopefully this helps. I've seen some people say, I'm not good enough, and to be fair, I am not that quick. But the reality is someone has to finish in the bottom positions, and everyone here is very quick. Went a bit too deep. What a shame. Anyway, currently in qualifying at Silverstone. Now this is not a great track for me, but I have put a massive shift in compared to what I usually do to try and be faster than Bahrain in round 1, which I'll leave linked in the top right. Also, because I'm wary that everyone is going to be super quick here, I'm trying my best to stay competitive. Now guys, tonight we're racing at Monaco. If you want to tune in, link down below in my link tree to my Twitch. As always, check it out. But let's get into it. It's time for the final lap in qualifying. Currently P16, I did a personal best banker lap, so that gives us a good baseline for this last run, and we're going to see what we can do. My personal best is a 0.687, which we'll see now how we get on at the end of this lap. So turn 1 and 2 is flat. Turn 3, brake just before the 50, and try to open up the line for turn 4 as much as possible. Really key here to get the traction down in 3rd gear and get a really strong exit, which we do, and we find a bit of time in the 1st sector. Across the split, we don't quite get a 26, but still a 27.015 is pretty decent. Now into Brooklands and now Luffield, trying to stay tight on the inside here in 4th gear. I could have actually carried a bit more speed because I was nowhere near the exit curb, so we dropped about half a tenth through there on the exit. Either way, pushing on flat out through Cops, the old turn 1 of course, trying to scrub off the least amount of speed possible. And now the S section, this is the key part of the lap. First 2 are flat, the 3rd one is a downshift and a slight dab on the brake. The final one, I ran a bit wide on the apex. A little bit wide there. Got to really commit now. And we basically have to go all out because we're still up by just about 300ths. Making our way through Stowe, we carry a hell of a lot of speed and we find another 300ths. Now into the final chicane, brake at the white line, hold it in 4th, flick it left, then right, use all the curb on the left to traction up, and up to the line we go. I'll take that. I'm okay with that. And we're going to improve to a 24.7, which I will take. That's a very, very good lap. My personal best was 400ths quicker, which only would have given us 1 more position. So, happy with it. Pace-wise, it's a very tight grid. Leo Lund, who is last, finished P2 in the first race, last round, so it goes to show how things can change. And the whole grid less than half a second. We was 3/10 off pole, and the lap itself, there was 2 small errors, the exit of Luffield and also the final part of the S's. I reckon had I not done those, I could have gone about a tenth quicker and probably qualified around P11 at a push. I reckon it would have been really close after that. If you look at the gaps between P10, 9, 8, 7, it's really marginal. But I do think P11 would have been possible if I just not made those errors. So, yeah, still happy with it. Decent lap, and we have decent pace. It's a very, very tight grid, so we're going to have to be in tip-top shape for the race. So let's talk about strategy, and then let's get into the main event, and let's see what happens.
Just strategy for you, for where you are, probably do medium soft or something like that.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So I think Tom's probably someone that needs to stay in the train. I don't know if that's a fair representation, Tom.
As well, yeah.
Maybe soft medium for Tom.
It could, to be fair, could work because
I think soft medium with like a lap 11 pit will get you quite high up, Tom.
What about
What's
fuel?
the fuel? I don't know.
default to
Right.
make it.
Side lab.
Yeah.
Maybe even less if you're in a train.
Alright. I'm going softs.
Me too.
I know Connor is less than that. Like you can get it's like
Wait, what's fuel?
2.0 or something. 2.0.
Everyone's on hards around me. So hopefully that gives you plenty of context. We're going to go aggressive here for a change and go for a soft medium strategy, boxing around lap 10 or 11 depending on how the race pans out. And as expected, we get a great start on the soft tyre, using the grip and taking full advantage. Side by side with Jan Halliday through turn 1 into turn now 3, trying to get around the outside here and finding some space, getting aggressive at the same time as we slice down the inside of Hexafox, trying to make a move on the Ferrari, although we do get compromised and lose a lot on the exit. We've got Reyes and also Jan back ahead of us, so if we can clear them both, we're going to be P11 on softs, which is very encouraging, but I choose the wrong line into Brooklands, which allows Bogdan to go around the outside, and Jay just sticks a wheel on the inside. Chose the wrong line there, fuck. So I had to leave space, which wasn't ideal. So we dropped down 2 places back to where we started after getting such a good start, which is a real big shame. So behind us we've got hard runners, and we just have to try and put those hard runners ahead of us behind us as quickly as possible. So back on the chase, back on the hunt, we're going to try and get Halliday at least just on the hard tyres, and then it does seem like a majority of cars have opted for softs as we go round the outside and then get the inside through the final part of the S's here. Now on the exit we lose out, but we're going to keep the battery on to try and get back ahead of Halliday on the hard tyre into Stowe.
Leo's the Haas, by the way, he's fun.
So yeah, just down the inside, clean move, and 14th for us at the end of the opening lap. I thought about having the lunge, and we do get put off slightly by Bogdan running wide. I tried to get a bit of a Hamilton-esque cut back, but it wasn't really perfect. Hexafox also with some contact, and we're going to see if we can try and pick up the pieces, but I take a big old lift through 1, which does cost us a little bit of momentum. Again, visibility is really poor when you're really close to a car in front, so you can't quite see the apex, and track limits of course is key in these races, trying not to get a penalty. So right now you can see these guys are squabbling away, so I'm hoping I can get something here as Bogdan and Hexafox go at it, making their way down to Brooklands. I'm trying to see if I can throw the dummy, find a bit of space and get something lined up. Going to see if I can try and get underneath it into a Luffield, but Bogdan takes the inside line, so we're going to have to be patient. I tried to get a good exit here, and it does give us a run, but we don't have the tow, which is a shame, so I have to get out of it at the last second. My engine's smoking hot, Jesus.
Yaris is on much higher wing.
I'm on pretty
Right.
high wing as well, I think, compared to everyone else.
So you've got 10 people on softs, 1 on mediums, and 9 on hards.
Right, so Yoris up, softs. Tony to 8th are hards. Race is 9th for mediums. 10th to 14th for softs. And then 15th downwards hards. What's your
9th is
opinion?
now on hards, so
It's not going down, it's just
these
not.
might.
So one small thing that I didn't do, which I wish I did, was change my wing. So there was a lobby restart after qualifying and a reset for the race, and everyone I think went down on their wing a little bit, and I kind of forgot to do it. I got so focused on strategy that I didn't really consider to review my setup. Anyway, we defended there from Hexafox, who tried to put a move on us. I've got the guy in the hards starting to push me now.
I think it should go maybe like 10 Tom, I think.
Yeah, you need to go a lap before us anyways.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Should I try and fight this guy, or should I just let it go?
I mean, don't make it simple, but don't fight too hard.
It's good anyway.
Yeah. As I said it.
If you can get the battery up,
But yeah, you
Tom,
got
then
P8.
That's what I'm more
Yeah.
like looking at right now.
if you can get to 70 by like lap 10, Tom, then you'll gain like 20 in the pits anyway.
So, track limits, and also the hard runners now getting a move on as we get overtaken by the first of the hard runners in the Williams. So, at the minute, under pressure here, just trying to hold on at this phase of the race. Jack Humphreys goes for a bit of an aggressive dive. I leave some space at the apex, but I wasn't going to give up easy. I'm trying to be aggressive. One always get the idiots. Well, I had to burn the battery I had there. Thanks to that one from that. So. So luckily, even after that contact, I was able to stay in the DRS train, which is absolutely critical. You can see the leader is just now going to the chicane, so this race is wide open. We haven't made that much progress, but it's still not too bad. Worst thing is they won't go nowhere. We all bunch up in this final part of the lap.
Hopefully, like Andre goes with you, Tom, and then we get DRS.
Oh shit, that's a bad one. That is a bit of an issue. 2 warnings inside 9 laps. We're going to have to manage the rest of the race without getting a track limit violation. So, yeah, as I was saying, it's going pretty well. We're all still in one piece, in one big train. Admittedly, some small margins and some small decisions could have gone better. We may have been, you know, P10 right now, give or take, but we're still not out of this, and we're going to go aggressive and box early for mediums. The question is anyone going to box right now? The answer is no. So 1 more lap at least for everyone.
But if Connor don't pit, then you pit Tom.
Yeah, we've got Connor's POV.
Are we pitting?
So we have to look
I'm tempted to.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we need to next to Tom.
Now this is going to be key because Connor, my teammate, lefted, and Leroy Brown are battling for the race win, and comms were a little bit off here. Yeah,
Pit Tom, pit.
Forward.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I already committed.
Leo Spurred.
Yeah, my wheel is like dying.
Oh, why'd you pit?
I already committed. I had a brain fart. I thought when you meant the pit, I thought you meant like Leroy and Kian and all them lot. Didn't realise you meant Connor.
Right.
My wheel is shaking like fuck.
They're still under the carcass to make it work.
Oh, hopefully this works.
1.8. What? What's 2.2? Pit stop, no?
Best
Yeah.
idea.
Oh, 1.8. Yeah.
Look after
Needed
these
you on the
tyres
mic
now.
there, Connor.
Let's finish the race on this compound.
He was bird Tom, he would say.
So slight miscommunication, which cost us a stack. I heard the command they've pit, and I wasn't too sure exactly who they meant. So we had a quick stop, 1.8 on the stack, which is a good thing. We've got DRS on Exafox, which gives us a fighting chance. And if you look at Andre Molnar, who was ahead of me when I pit, we're only a couple of seconds behind. So it hasn't been an absolute disaster, but I wonder, if I just set up 1 more lap, I would have had DRS and cars ahead, so I could have actually managed it quite comfortably. You only lost 2 seconds to Molnar on the stack. But that's something, you can watch or review after the race. Either way, these are the cars we have, and we're going to have to deal with it. So we go purple and setting the pace here on the medium, trying to get to work, essentially undercutting our way back into the train, of course, with that stack, losing a bit of time in the pit phase, but also trying to make progress. So right now we've caught up to Molnar. Hexafox had some really good pace, and we arrived in his DRS. So we're now forming a bit of a train here, as on the next lap, Joris goes quickest, as we're going to gain a few more places as more cars are in the pit. Still a bunch of them yet to stop. You can see heading through Brooklyn's Luffield on the mini-map. So we're going to be just behind Flores Vias here as we look to go through, or Flores Vias. Trying to go on the switchback here on the warm tyres.
Flores come out behind Extra Fox, is next to Tom.
Unfortunately, we got the marbles and we just didn't have any grip to go around the outside there, so we couldn't make use of the tyre. And now Coroningolo is looking for the pass here as we head down into Brooklands. I'm going to defend the inside line, braking as late as possible without hitting Flores, but that gives a bit of margin there for Coroningolo to go for the pass as we go side by side through Luffield. Fucking how much more space do you want, bruv? Let's go. Let's fucking go. This guy, honestly, man. And yeah, contact on the exit. That did give him a 3-second time penalty after the race before essentially a push to pass. And now Ryan behind, Ryan Grob looking for the pass here. I'm trying to be aggressive. I'm trying not to let my position go easily, because every single one of these is key. But it's a bit of the old thing on this game and just league racing in general. Once one car goes, the others follow, because you get forced offline, get marbles. Ah, fuck. Hate when this happens.
Flores is 5 seconds off the train.
And it just makes things really frustrating. I'm trying to hold on, squeezing the margins and just trying my best. Jack Humphreys now up the inside into turn 3. We defend the line and we're going to hold it on the inside of 4, so we'll stay in front for now. Maybe he'll get us on the run down to Brooklands, but I'm just trying my hardest to defend here. We do have a touch older tyres than all these guys who stayed out a bit longer, but you can see here a bit more contact as we try to defend. But now Jack goes through up the inside. I'm going to try and go the long way around and still hold on, and then we're going to get the inside through Luffield, trying to fight and hold on to our position, but the back end just lets go a little bit there as we lock tyres.
Who is leading the train behind us?
Loris.
I just can't charge battery, man.
Tony Richet's 18th. He's behind Tom.
Speak to the devil. He's going to go around the outside where it gets very close. We leave just enough space, but Tony with a nice, clean move there. I'm going to see if I can charge. What a disaster, man. So for now, we've got no one behind us. So finally, we have a bit of respite, and we can see if we can charge the battery, which has been a key thing. I had to use a lot of the battery during the pit phase,
Okay, clear.
partly because of the stack, so we're trying to charge up.
4 seconds.
And the bad thing is, of course, when we was getting overtaken by all of these cars, I had no big amount of battery to really defend with, which wasn't ideal. So Razim Taz, pit, and has rejoined behind. He's on fresh stuff, so straight away he's going to get to work. I'm not even going to fight because it's not really my battle.
Loris did 28-1. He's driving shit. He's got 18%.
Now at this point, we are in danger of losing DRS on the train ahead. Exafox is not very quick, so I'm going to try and get this move done here. So we're going to send it down the inside of turn 3. It just turned in on me, bruv. What the fuck? Ah, fucking hell. Give me one good race. State of you. Look at the fucking state of you. All over the place. Now at this point, I started to lose my head a little bit. I was getting a bit annoyed because I feel like I was really good pace, but everyone's either driving dirty or barging through, and it's really hard to show the pace as we get hit again on the left rear.
I don't understand why Kian isn't trying it.
He doesn't need to.
Like, Leroy, yeah,
His
but
eyes. Loris less than 10%. 2.1
What a
JST.
load of shit.
he should hit the first phase soon, though the pace won't be as different.
Now that is what Connor said there was a key observation. So we kind of hit the first phase of the WOR, whereas everyone who overtook us was on fresh tyres. So basically, if you can hold on for like 2 or 3 laps, oh, this guy's doing my fucking nutting. Eventually they'll hit the first phase, and once they hit that phase with you, it kind of levels out and it's a manageable race. But unfortunately, we lost too much time battling, as you can see. I'm out of DRS already. Fucking hell, man. And yeah, it's just struggling right now. Those on softs, just a bit quicker, and it's just really frustrating. I've got no battery, I had to waste all of it battling Hexafox, trying to, you know, hold my own. So just not efficient racecraft, racing IQ whatsoever. And those bits of contact with Colin Ingolo as well, just not really helping the situation. So yeah, now you can see we're back in the wars here. Hexafox is going to go through this time up the inside. This guy, what the fuck? Race is done because of this guy, and it was just extremely frustrating. Leolon now behind us on a hard tire. Not sure the age of the compound, but I'm sure it's pretty similar to ours.
How much battery do you have?
55 you've got.
And yeah, also when I heard that, I kind of realised my wings were a bit low, or a bit high, because I wasn't able to charge the same way kind of my teammate had battery. But you can see the P1 is only heading through Luffield. We're not a million miles away, but just little moments in this race have really cost us dearly.
Reese is 9th on full up odds.
And this is one of them tracks where if you don't get DRS, you're going to get dropped very, very quickly. This guy is fucking trash. Luke, you seen this shit?
What?
You seen this shit?
Oh my
Well, yeah, I've seen some of it, yeah.
fuck's sake.
Caution, caution.
And now he retires after all that fucking up my entire race. I can't board. Oh, I can't be arsed. I'm guessing he got some sort of damage, but he now retires, which is just typical. So P15, I managed to keep up and actually keep battling Leo Lund, even on older tyres now. Okay.
Someone's
Fast
come off
forward.
ahead of you. There's a yellow
Tony
flag
Ritchie.
ahead.
And yeah, Tony Richet tangled up with Flores wires here. And we're going to get Flores, I believe,
Okay,
and
clear.
he's going to be behind us. Tony holds on to some cars ahead in DRS. So yeah, lap 26, last lap of the race now. Not really much to fight for, really. Just me versus Leo Lund, who we kind of swapped around a few times, but he's now going to get the run and go through here on the back straight. I'm going to see if I can try and re-challenge him. You can see my tyre wear icon in the bottom right showing up now, because we picked quite early, lap 10 for these tyres, so they're pretty old now.
Oh,
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
Yeah, Columbia. Yeah.
Jack Humphreys has got 3rd.
What the fuck just happened?
He's a fucking idiot.
Hey,
Who's the idiot?
Joris.
The track is clear, green
Oh, I
flag.
didn't. I thought it was Kian.
And the worst thing is, when you look at the results, there was a big crash in the last lap, and had we been a couple of seconds closer, we could have really benefited, because Jack Humphreys, who we was battling with for P17 on lap 16-17, I believe, finished P3, which is crazy. Cordoningolo P4, yeah, Bogdan P5. Really frustrating. We could have been right in that fight, but just some small critical moments, we lose the RS, and once you lose it, especially when you have older tyres and quite a low battery in my case because of the slightly higher wing, you're not going to get it back. But I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy with this race. I'm happy with my pace. Even at the fast laps, you can see where we're doing okay. That's a lot more like it should be. Just got a bit unlucky there with certain things, but qualifying was a positive. We finished P13, so we still gained 2 places overall. I believe we still gained 1 or 2 more post-race after pens, as there was a few pens handed out for the crashes at the end, but not enough to get in the points. But either way, a much better race in Bahrain, and tonight we go again in Monaco, guys. I've been grinding that quite a lot. I feel low-key confident, but 1 wall tap could be the end of the race, so we'll see what happens. Either way, guys, cheers for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and tune in tonight, link down below. As always, a big shout out to the members of the channel for supporting with the content I make, and as always, guys, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already, and yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Adios.